Hey lovely people, it's Lilikoi juice. So Pokemon X and Y is going to be released very soon. It's coming out on the 12th of October, and I didn't realize that it would be released quote quote simultaneously around the world, so I thought that was something interesting to talk about. Over 1,260,000 copies are reserved in Japan, by the way, so that is pretty brilliant. In one game store where they didn't take any reservations, they were selling copies of Pokemon X and Y through Janken, which is rock, paper, scissors, or Janken or whatever you know it as. And I guess everything was going fairly well until this grown man, this adult, lost to this small child. The child was ecstatic, obviously, but the man started raging about how the kid was cheating and he put out his scissors after the paper or whatever, and that he was going to rage about it on a forum. And he was basically crying that he didn't get his Pokemon X and Y, so the police had to come by. Apparently he really wanted his Pokemon X and Y. But yeah. An interview that I saw with Masuda Junichi explained that the simultaneous release thing was possible through a direct translation method, going directly from Japanese to the 6 other languages that are available for Pokemon X and Y. Traditionally, or previously, the translations went from Japanese to English and then from English to French and the other languages. A little tedious. Masuda calls this the 7-in-1 approach because the game itself is the same with the option of choosing the preferred language in the beginning of the gameplay, so that's really cool. This worldwide international sort of approach was transferred as best as possible, even for the names of the Pokemon, where the names were kept the same throughout all countries as best as it could be. Probably not with like the Japanese names, but like English speaking countries, France, and other places. But while still keeping in mind the Pokemon's physical attributes and without infringing any local and cultural rights, because those are very important. This brings something really exciting for me because I used to play Pokemon when it first came out like years and years ago. And I sort of stopped playing after a few versions. I only know like the 151 original Pokemon names, so that's quite some time ago. And I never really wanted to relearn the names in English after Pokemon really started getting popular here. I guess I wasn't hardcore enough, or maybe I was just whining. But anyways, now with the new language selection, I guess I can pick Japanese as the language and stick with that as the names too, so I don't have to relearn names and learn other names. I don't know, I'm just lazy. If you're thinking, well, what's the big deal? The names aren't that different. They are different. They really are different. I'm sure if you're watching this, you probably know that the names, especially in Japanese and English, it's vastly different. Even with like the starting Pokemons and Pokemon X and Y, which could be a spoiler for some of you, so you may not want to watch or listen to this part. So what are the 3 things again? So Chespin is Harimaron, and Hari is needle, and Maron is like chestnut. Fennekin is Foko, which is a play off of fox, and also it kind of sounds like a profanity, so I think that's why they decided not to go with that. And Froakie is Keromatsu. Kero is the croaking sound that frogs make in Japanese, and Matsu is sort of like just a common way to make something into a name. So yeah, very, very different names. Yeah. Anyways, it's very different for me. So how do you feel about the new Pokemon X and Y that's going to come out? Are you going to get it? And what language are you going to play it in? Because now you have the option of selecting all the different languages. Let me know, and thanks so much for watching. As always, I will see you next time. Bye.